Welcome to GPSFAST. Today I'm going to show you how to download application for the electronic logs and how to use. This is Anthony Agil, Director of Sales from GPSFAST Limited. Uh, First of all, you had to use Android tablet. You had to go to Play Store, click on Play Store, and you had to search for Driverlog app. Then you can see that a purple button, it says driver logbook. You have to click it and you have to download it. I already downloaded, that's why it says open. If you are not downloaded, it will show here install. Then you have to install that. Once you completed that, you have to go back and you have to type DVIR. Then you have to look this screen, the small uh, red button. So it says DVIR. This is the one you have to download. Click it there and you have to install that too. Once you install that, you have to go back. Then you have to type blue link admin. Blue link admin app, this is the one. Then you have to click on that. You have to download that too. So these three already downloaded in my tablet. That's why it's showing open. So in your tablet, when you do first time, you have to download all three apps. So these are the three apps you have to download it. Once you download, you can see that you have to put it on the home screen. Then you can see that these are the three apps. Okay, blue link admin, I will tell you later. DVIR, this one is using only for one time when you set up the device. These two apps are using continuously, and this one, if any officer asks you, then only you had to click it on the DVIR. So when you click on a driver log, this is the app you have to use always, driver log app. And DVIR app is working inside the driver log app. This one is not work separately. This is working inside the driver log app. But whenever officer asks you inspection report, then you have to come back here and you have to click here. You can see here on previous report, you can see all your reports here. So you can see that the particular day what you did and your signature too. So this is a DVIR report. So whatever DVIR you did, you can see it here. You have to just click on the previous report. It works inside the Driverlog app. So let's click on the Driverlog app. That is the one you had to use. Let me log out first. This is a screen I already logged in. Let me log out this one. Yeah. So this will be the screen. When you click here in the Driverlog, you can see the screen. So you have to enter your group ID. Group ID you will provide by your company. Your company has to create group ID, and the group ID will be all the drivers will have the same group ID under the same company. So this is just a sample account, and the driver ID that's also created by company and provided to drivers. Driver has to enter their particular driver ID. This is just for the sample, so I put a initial, and password, it will be a 4-digit password that the first time company gives, and after that driver can change it anytime. I tell you how to do that. So just for this, we are logging. Once you log in, you can see that screen. Group ID says your company name, driver ID says your driver name, and you have to choose the truck. Here it's already chosen before, that's why it says it says the truck number and the VIN number. But if you are doing first time, or if you're changing your truck, you have to always choose the truck. Click here, choose, and you have to choose the truck from the list. This one has only one truck, but if your company has 10 trucks, it will show 10 trucks here. You have to pick your truck from that. Let's say you pick it up, and once you pick it up, this side here the odometer, it will automatically load. It will try to take it from your ECM. ECM means this is the ECM device. This one connected here. This will go to this, and this is the 16 pin, and mainly for Volvo and new trucks. This is the 9 pin. So once it is this is the part is connecting with the ECM. This is the part is connecting with the ECM, either one, and this end it connects with this, and this one is Bluetooth, connected via Bluetooth with the tablet. So when it's connected properly, this BL button, you see that BL button turn to blue. So if BL button turn to blue, that means this device is automatically connected with the tablet in the truck. So if it is connected automatically, keep in mind, if it is connected automatically, odometer will show automatically. Keep in mind, 99% trucks, most trucks, it doesn't show the same odometer what is showing on the dashboard. It will have some difference, might be 80 miles or 90 miles. That is always I am seeing that, always it's noticed. But this is the right odometer because it is getting from ECM, and this device cannot manipulate any odometer. It's just giving the right odometer from your ECM, and the FMCSA need your ECM odometer reading, not the dashboard. Dashboard might be manipulated, so that's why they are only looking for ECM odometer. So let's say if it is, this one is not connected, that's why the BL is in red. If it is connected, it will be automatically, odometer will come. If it is odometer automatically comes, then you don't want to punch in. Right now it's not connected, that's why this is failed. It shows in a BL in red. Then you have to punch manually. Right now I'm sitting inside, so I have to punch manually, and devices here is not connected. So I just punch manually, and the city and state name it automatically picks because this device has proper network connection. You see that is a green, Wi-Fi green. That means it's not Wi-Fi, it's a connection, data connection is properly working. That means it's green. If it is no data connection area, then it will show in red. Then most probably the city and state will be empty. You have to enter manually. If it is connected with the network, then it automatically pulls the city and state. You cannot edit. Even though you edited, it will after a while it will show automatically the automatic location. So make sure if you are editing location something, make sure your data is off, you are in aeroplane mode. Otherwise you cannot punch in city and state manually. Even though you punch in, it will take it automatically back to the right location. Keep in mind. And another thing is, here you have to enter your trailer number, and after that everything is fine. You can log in. So once you log in, right now I logged in Canada. That's why it is asking which cycle you need, cycle 1 or cycle 2. Cycle 1 means 70 hours 7 days. Cycle 2 means 120 hours 14 days. So most of the Canadian drivers, they use a cycle 1. So I choose cycle 1. So here you can see that this is the cycle line, complete cycle line. This is the complete shift line, and this is the country rules you are using. You are in Canada, so it's Canada flag. Cycle 1, 70 hour, you have full shift. You have full shift driving remaining. Sorry, full cycle driving remaining. In the shift line, you can see that you have full shift on duty, full shift driving. And this is the next reset time as per your current data. And on top button here you can see that the cloud button. This is the cloud button. When you click cloud button, that means you can submit you could submit your log, your driver log anytime. Whenever you feel this is correct, then you can submit your driver log. Once you submitted the driver log, that button will go. If any other entry come back, if you made another entry, then it will come again, because that entry is not backed up. That's why that entry is not submitted. After that, I can show you here. If you are in Canada, you can have a deferral for 2 hours. Means you are taking 2 hours driving from tomorrow. That's a button for deferral. And here there is a 3 dash button. When you click on here, you can see that your cycle report means last 14 days. Here you can see today's report. Click here, yesterday, day before yesterday. You can see all your 14 days report. So when you click here, after that, if you want to go back to the driver log current screen, you can click here. When you click here in 3 dash button, click the first button, then you go back to the screen, current screen. And if you want to change password, you click here. You can come here and you can change your password. The driver can change their password here. And let's say you are in US. If you are in US, if you cross border, it automatically change to US cycle. If you have any network issue, then you could do it manually too. I'll show you how to do manually. Click on switch HOS rule, and you can choose US. That's it. Your flag is changed. So now you're in US cycle. So that's how you're changing manually cycle. And after that, if you want to add co-driver, we can add a co-driver here. You can add a driver entry. Give me 1 second. Yeah, was checking another driver. Just for the sample, it's IN1 and pass with. Let's say this is the another driver. So you added, when you add a co-driver, the co-driver has to enter the odometer also, the current odometer. Let's put it this one something. And if you want, I can add comment. Otherwise, that's fine. So you added co-driver. So when you added co-driver, you can see that you are the main driver and this is the co-driver. Let's say if you want to change, you are in off duty. If you want to change, if co-driver has to want to take duty, and if you want to go to sleeper, you have to click on the same button again. And now there is no add driver. Add driver button is gone because you already added. Now you can see that remove co-driver or switch driver. So if you're switching driver, you have to click on switch driver. And the new driver has to enter his password and click on switch driver. Then it will ask you to what is the initial's next duty status. Initial means the driver who was driving, who was using this log. So he most probably he go to the sleeper. So they put a sleeper and odometer. Odometer, keep in mind, odometer you don't want to punch in always. If it is connected, it will automatically come in. Otherwise, only you have to punch in. If it is connected means if the BL is in red, BL is in blue, that means you are connected. If BL is in red, that means you are not connected, you have to punch in. So you can see that IN1 is active driver now. You are in the co-driver list. And now the IN1 can drive. Whatever he needs, he can do that. So that is how it is. Okay, let's say I'm going to show you how to do the how to use the driver log every day. So far I show you how to check these features and everything. So let's say you start driving. First you have to click everything. You have to click on this button. According to your clicking, the graph will change. So you have to click here off duty. Let's say before you start driving, most probably you have to do the DVAR. Click on DVAR, means PTI. Enter odometer. Enter odometer only. Keep in mind, enter odometer only if it is not connected. Click OK. Choose the pre-trip or post-trip. When you start trip, it will be pre-trip. Click on pre-trip, and your company name, information, everything will be listed there. You can then punch in your odometer properly. Click next, and if any defect is there, you click it and put your defect code or remarks. Otherwise, no click. If you keep in mind, if you mark any defect, your mechanic has to sign. So this is the last page. You can click on condition satisfactory. Press here, then it window pop up. You have to sign sample. Okay, sample. Click OK. I just did it. So you completed your on duty. Sorry, you completed your DVAR. So you can see that what time you started DVAR here. 12:09 on duty, not driving. You started that. So now it's only 12:10. So that means you only over 1 minute on DVAR. So you have to wait, I think, to finish that legal procedure. You have to be in DVAR checking status for 15 to 20 minutes, I think. So once the time is over, you can start driving. If it is connected, the BL is in blue, it means it's connected. When you start driving after 5 mile speed per hour, it automatically changes you to driving. Let's say it's not connected, then you have to put a manually. Click on the same button, on duty button, and put it on driving. Punch in odometer. Click OK. Then you are in driving status. You can see that your graph come back to on duty, then it go back to driving. You can see that because it's only 1 minute difference, so that's why very hard to see properly, but still you can see that the line come down and it go back to driving. So the graph will automatically draw as per your status changing. And you click on driving. Let's say you are in heavy traffic area, heavy block, you are in driving seat, you losing your driving hours. Then what you have to do, you have to click on adverse driving, and you have to put it on reason why you are in adverse driving. Traffic, road work, heavy snow, all these status you can choose it. Let's say I choose traffic, put a odometer. That means because of traffic I cannot move my truck and my driving time is losing. So if you choose adverse driving, you can save 2 hours per shift in adverse driving. So if let's say you have 11 hours in US, you get a 13 hours. So keep in mind, whenever you get a traffic jam or you cannot move your truck, put it on adverse driving, then you start saving time. Click OK. Now you are in adverse driving. Let's say your block is finished, you start moving fine, then you click back to driving and the odometer, click on OK. Now you are on driving. Let's say you are in a fueling area, you click on fueling and enter odometer, and this is the screen you can use for taking pictures of your receipt. It's not necessary. If you want, you can use it. You can just take a picture. Yeah, you can take any picture, like let's say I'm taking a picture of this. Yeah. So it's asking whether you want a retry or OK. Let's say OK. So this is your picture. I'm just showing a sample. You can put your receipt picture there and enter the quantity, how many gallon or liter you filled, and what is the price you spend. and you can click save and send. Once you click save and send, it will, this picture and information go to your company. If you don't click save and send, you can either cancel it, then you go back to the on duty status. That means you don't want to send this receipt. It's not, it's optional. If you want, you can choose it, otherwise you can leave it, not a problem. So you back to fueling status. Let's say your fueling is see, you can see this X mark here. So X mark means you have some problem with your network, so it is saving all data in the tablet. So once the data connection is properly connected, this all your all status will go to the cloud. So once it is go to the cloud, this X mark will go, it will go away. So this X mark means this is still pending to sending to the cloud, so it's waiting for the proper connection. So once the proper connection come, all these X marks will go. You don't want to worry about that. So whenever you get a proper connection, it automatically sent to the cloud, then the company can see that. See, that is gone now. So that means it gone to the cloud. Now company can see the status, fueling status. So this is called now it's a fueling. Let's say changing, I'm just showing you a day fast. Once you're done your fueling, you can just start driving again. Put it on driving, enter odometer, click OK. Now you are in driving. After that, let's say you are reached in your loading unloading area, click put it on duty, select reason, loading or unloading, whatever it is. You enter your odometer, click OK. Now we are in on duty status. After that, when you finish the loading, if you want to put it on sleeper, you can put it on sleeper berth, punch in odometer, click OK. After finish your sleeper time, if it is a split sleeper, 2 hours or 8 hours or total 10 hours, whatever it is, you done your sleeper, you back to on duty, click on duty, reason, returning to on duty, click on odometer, punch in, click OK. That's it, you are in on duty now. Let's say you back to driving, put it on driving, odometer, punching, click OK. When you're driving, let's say you reach in your yard, you can put it on off duty, reason, brake, or whatever it is. Click OK. So that's how it is. Here, whatever you done, here you can see that it's registering here. So it's registering by status by status. You can see the clearly what is happening under this driving. You can click here. You can see that odometer. This was the odometer when you were driving this time. Location. This was the location when you start driving. So here everything is registering in under each status. When you click here, it will detail everything. What was that? So once you finished driving, here you can see that your different status. If you're doing filling, advanced driving, personal use, yard moves, comments, new manifest, truck switch, trailer switch, everything you can see that. If you most probably you do trailer switch, you click on trailer switch, you put a odometer, and here you'd remove the trailer one and put the new one, your trailer. That's how you had to do. Then click OK. That's how you're doing the trailer switch. Okay, I think hopefully I completed all the details. Once you finish the thing, you can just click on the logout button. You can put it odometer and put a comment. Finish duty. Enter your password 20. Submit log data. That's it. So you're done for the day. That's how you're using the Driverlog. And I want to show you one more thing. That's called editing. How you edit your Driverlog. If it is if you did wrong something without knowing things, you can do without knowing. You can do that. The status. You can do some editing. So I'll show you how to do that. Let me log in back again. initial. So this is how it's trying to take it from odometer from the ECM, but it will fail because it's not connected. It's sitting here. That's why. Once it is failed, we can punch manually. Yeah, it's failed now. We can punch manually. Login. So here, these are the things we already did. Yeah. So this is not the driver. Add co-driver. IN1. No, switch driver, because we ended all the entries under IN1 driver, the another driver. So we had to go back to that driver. Okay. So this is the driver. These are the things we already done. You can see that these are the things we did it just now. So let's say you are editing this status. Let's say you are editing on duty status. Actually, you are in off duty, this one. So what you have to do, you have to click here and press it. Don't leave the hand until pop-up comes. So edit on duty, not driving. Change it. Change status. Correct to off duty. Select off duty reason. It was brake. Put the odometer and click on okay, driver command off duty. See, you can see that it's changed to off duty. Actually, before it was in on duty, not driving. It changed to off duty. That's how you can edit the status. If it is don't do it for illegal purpose, just a genuine cases, you can, if you have a proper reason, you can enter that reason why you did it. So you can do that too. So that is how it's editing. So if any officer asks you the e-logs, what do you have to do? You have to come and click here in the driver log. You can see that officer view. Click here. Then you can see that this is the officer view. So an officer can see that everything. He can see here today's report, yesterday. So all 8 days in US. If it is in Canada, they can see all 14 days. That's how they can see the report. If they want to send the report, they can send to their web service. FMCSA has a web service, so they can send to their web service. And if they want to add any comment, they can add a comment there too. So that's how the officer sees. So when the officer finished the inspection, you can go back to your current screen. That means you have to enter your password, otherwise you cannot go. So this is how you back to the screen. This is the current status is showing. What you doing now? Here it shows last 5 minutes you are in off duty. You drove shift. This shift you drove for 2 minutes. Kilometers you driven 0 because you didn't move the tablet. It's here. This is the speed is showing 0 miles per hour because its tablet is sitting in the inside the room, so that's why it's not moving. So that's how you have to use the logs. So keep in mind, every day you have to submit the logs. You have to click here. You have to enter your password, submit log data. That's how you have to submit your log data every day. So if you want, before going to scale, if they pull over your truck, you have make sure you are submitted all your days, all your cycle days. So what you have to do, how do you know whether you submitted or not? You have to click on the cycle report. Then you come to today. Today you cannot see that cloud button, that means submitted. Yesterday there is no cloud button, day before no cloud button. Yeah, see, only 20s, when you click on 27th, you can see that cloud button coming. So if the cloud button is showing, that means still the submission is pending. So Sunday no cloud button, Monday no, Tuesday no. See, these all days you submitted properly. Only Saturday you didn't submitted. So you have to come to that date, then you have to click on the submit, enter your password, then submit. So once you done all your cycles submitted, then you show the logs to your officer. Otherwise, they may give you a ticket. So that's how you have to do that. So I hope everything completed. Thank you for watching video. This is for the driver side, how to use the GPSFAST driver log. Thank you. Have a great day.